Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. One of my favorite Life is Good. Today we are talking about the Z in Supersize. What the heck? There's no Z in our 9-part life framework. What you talking about, Sharon? I'm talking about Z equaling communications today. A couple of letters in Supersize, since there's 9 letters in Supersize and 9 different parts of the life framework. I was trying to help, since we're doing Supersize for both Supersizing Our Business here and the Supersize You annual challenge, I wanted to find a way to take that acronym and have it mean something. Usually I'll have an acronym that goes with our annual challenge theme as our process that we're going to do and learn and make our own every month throughout the challenge. And this year, Supersize is 9 steps. And as I'm trying to simplify and streamline things going forward in my life and in my businesses, the last thing I want to do is have a more complicated, longer, more step process when a fewer steps will do. Anything we want. We can get anything we want by using I'm going to say 4 or 5 step process. The Secret, the movie The Secret, remember that long ago? It's still out. I'm sure people are still discovering it today, but I discovered it, oh my gosh, when it first came out, the original version. And I totally lost my train of thought. So today we're looking at and focusing on communication. I'm just going to talk about how I came up with my acronyms and why I have acronyms and why it's important. But I guess it leans into our topic in that how we communicate, what we say, how we say it, our body language, whether we believe it or not, will determine whether other people believe it or not, is critical in every area and aspect of our lives. From the time we're born, babies communicate through crying, and they cry and fuss when there's something wrong, but they don't have the language yet to communicate it. So we're going to look at this area today from our business standpoint and ask ourselves, how and in what ways does communication on our organization's ability to communicate internally and externally, how does that play a role in the success of our business? Well, it absolutely positively does. If you're going to tell me it doesn't, you and I need to have a conversation. So direct message me today. Our daily things that we focus on and communicating about, the things that we pay attention to, our self-talk, our organization's self-talk, because just like us as individuals talk to ourselves all the time, the culture and the environment of our organization is always communicating something, at least non-verbally. And the truth is, if we don't determine what the message is and align everybody in the organization to that and put out a consistent message in the world, it looks like confusion and chaos to people on the outside. Do people do business with organizations that feel chaotic and confused? No, they don't. So if you're struggling in any results area of your life, I would say first and foremost, see if there is a clear message coming from that area or if there's a communication challenge. A lot of times it boils down to someone in that department or somebody in the organization that has different core values or a different communication style than the rest of the organization. Problem people, there's no such thing as a problem person. There's a person that has a different set of goals and objectives and core values than other people. And sometimes they fit into the culture of our organization, sometimes they don't. And that's not good or bad. It just is a fact of life. Our business and we are not for everybody. Wouldn't it be nice if we were? No, it probably wouldn't. We'd be inundated with too much attention, too many people, too much information. So think today about, and here's a couple of ways I know for sure that communication impacts my businesses. Number one, daily, we want to practice active listening. I have not always been an awesome listener, and I still slip into the trap of not being an active, good listener sometimes. I try to catch myself, but I don't always. So I have taught the people around me that if they catch me drifting and acting like I'm not paying attention, because often they'll catch it before I even notice it, because our nonverbals give away what we're thinking and what we're feeling, and if we're paying attention or not, long before it comes out of our mouth to say, hey, time out. I can't focus on this right now. Let's come back to it at X time, right? That is a clear communication and message that, hey, I'm distracted with something right now. I am not listening to you. I'm so sorry. You deserve my full attention. So at this time, let's have my full attention. And you will have my full attention at this time. But right now, I've got all this other things that have to be done by 9 a.m. And I cannot talk about this in a 10-minute or even a half an hour or 2-minute conversation because it's distracting me from something else that I need to do too. And it's important for all of us, right? So practice active listening, strengthening our nonverbal communication. The better we get at understanding other people's nonverbals, the more cognizant we are of our own. Expanding our vocabulary is another way that we can have a positive impact on our communication. And the reason that is, and it's really kind of an underlying reason, we talk about emotions and emotional health and well-being, and we're going to spend a whole month on that this year. And the truth is, our emotions run the show. But if we expand our vocabulary, it gives us a broader menu of emotions to choose from. And usually that will make us feel lighter and make us feel better and give us better results in our organization than if we only have, a handful of emotions that we play with every single day. So increasing our vocabulary gives us access to more emotions. Giving us access to more emotions gives us access to more options and possibilities and ways of interacting. And then I will contend that everybody should reflect and journal about their life and about their business and about what's working and what's not. I used to keep in corporate America a 400 item to-do list or things that need my attention list. Do you think that was very effective? I would knock off 10 here and there, but for the most part, there were always hundreds of things on that list, which always played in the back of my mind and made me feel stressed out and overwhelmed. Not necessarily on the surface, but on a subconscious level, because I was always thinking, how am I ever going to get these things done? So now, instead of doing that, I reflect and journal on things as they come up because I know I'm not going to lose them. I can always go back through my journal and see what I've highlighted because I have a little system of highlighting in different colors, different items that might need my attention at any given time. And that system works for me. And with anything else, we have to find the systems and the things that work for us. So our action item today, roundabout way of getting to it, is to pay attention to and notice communication related things in your organization and just write them down. Not if they're good, not if they're bad, just write down everything that you see. And at the end of the day today, take a look at that list. And I would say the most blaring one that's negative, eliminate that to tomorrow morning. And the positive ones, just celebrate and be glad that there are positive ones. All right, if I can help you anyway with this, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, go out, make it an incredibly amazing day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.